What's up, everybody? This is Cody, aka DFS Prodigy, coming to you live to Livestream, basically breaking down this upcoming NBA DFS slate. So, right now, we have news on our hands. We have Jimmy Butler already be ruled out. We also have L. Payton that is now ruled out. So, this is now basically, there's a lot of news that's already happening. So, let me go ahead and go on the Discord and tell everybody that we are live, and then we'll begin breaking down this slate. Let me go in this Discord and announce that I am live. Then we'll go in the other Discord and announce that we are live. And then we will basically go from there. So like I said, we already have news that Bam Adebayo is playing. We have Tyler Hero that is playing. We also have Jimmy Butler that is already ruled out. So Jimmy Butler news basically changed a lot for me. I'm basically with Jimmy Butler now ruled out. That's a boost up to Bam Adebayo. That's a boost up to Kendrick Nunn and Goran Dragic. Like I said, I'm just announcing it in all the Discord that I'm live, and then we'll continue basically going through this slate and breaking it down. So, like I said from the very beginning of the first live stream, if you have any questions, definitely hit it up in chat. But for now, I'm basically just going to go over every single game kind of quickly, and then wait for more news to break out. So there hasn't been much other big news, really, like I said, other than the L. Payton news being rolled out. That's going to boost up. That's going to basically boost up Quigley and Rose, which I'm surprised that they're going to play Rose. Thoughts on Noel? So Noel, basically, I don't think he's going to get a huge boost because of L. Payton. I think the main beneficiary is going to be Derrick Rose and Quigley, but we know Tibbs basically hates playing Quigley. I don't know why he hates playing the young guys. It's just how he is. It's how he is as a coach. So I don't mind Noel, but I'm more so looking at Derrick Rose, but be careful with Rose. But I think I want more Quigley if he gets the playing time. I mean, like I said, though, Tibbs hates playing the young guys, so that's just kind of a sketchy situation. But basically, let's go over the first game of Washington and Boston. So this is a showdown also, but I'm on the main slate salaries. So Washington and Boston. So basically in this first game, I like Westy more so than Beal. I'm more so on the Westy side because of the peripheral stats. Basically, he's going to get more of the assist, rebounds, stuff like that, more so than Beal does when he's on the court. Rui Hachimura, he is starting, but I don't like the salary for him. I don't like him in showdowns either. Ball or Tatum. So that's a tough one. On FanDuel, I want more a Ball because of the salary. The salary there, he's like 7'6", compared to on DraftKings, he's 8'8". So that's surprising to me. On DK, though, I want more of Tatum. I think he's going to get the green light to shoot, and I think this is a huge bounce back game for him in this matchup. So I think if he doesn't get it done with Jaylen Brown out, I don't know what's wrong with him. That's basically this is my last strike for Jason Tatum. If he does not get it done in this matchup, like I said, against Washington, an awful defense with no Jaylen Brown, it's going to be him and Kimba. If he doesn't get it done, I don't know what's going on with him. So for me, it's more so Jason Tatum on DK and Ball on FanDuel, basically. So that's how I'm kind of viewing that one. So like I said, going back to the Washington and Boston game, I'm not really getting much the Rui. To be honest with you, Thompson, Williams, Wagner or Garrison Matthews. I like Wagner at 3.7. He's definitely a punt option if you want to get to him. Garrison Matthews, I never play him. I don't trust him basically ever. I don't trust Matthews at 3.5. I mean, I even know he's starting. There's not much I want on this Washington team other than Westy. On the Boston side of the ball, though, I do want me some Jason Tatum. Like I said, on DK wise, I love him here in this matchup. Like I said, if he doesn't get it done, then that's an issue. Something else is wrong with Jason Tatum. So my core pick of the night, if y'all saw that in my article that I posted, I love me some Kemba Walker. This matchup is great for him. I'm all over Kemba Walker. 6'8" in showdowns at captain. Kemba Walker's my main guy that I'm definitely going to. I can't get more. I can't get much more of Kemba Walker. Tice or Thompson or Williams, the big men. Basically, it's kind of a trio. It's kind of like they're all splitting minutes together. So if I had to go, I'd rather just go to the basically Thompson at the cheaper price tag. Robert Williams, he's hard to trust, but he's getting it done in the points per minute aspect of the game. Daniel Tice had a good game, but he's definitely inconsistent for me. And then, like I said, with no Jaylen Brown, it's going to be interesting to see the starting lineup, which that's what I'm also waiting on is starting lines. So as time goes on, I'm going to announce the starting lines. If it's going to be either Neesmith, if it's going to be Teague, or if it's going to be Pritchard, who starts for Jaylen Brown, that's who I definitely want, including showdowns. So we just need to wait and see the approach for whoever is going to start. Golden State and Lakers. I love this game. This game is definitely going to be basically a star-struck event, meaning Curry and James are going to go back-to-back with each other. It's going to be a star-studded match, basically. So LeBron James, Steph Curry, I'd much rather have LeBron James and Steph Curry. To be honest with you, at 10-8, I'm definitely getting to some James. Still no with AD. Draymond Green, the price did go up, but he's getting it done on the stats-wise. This is basically 2012 Draymond Green. I mean, he's running it back to where this is his team now. So I definitely like me some Draymond Green. Kelly Oubre, Andrew Wiggins, I never get to those two guys. I just can't do it. Kyle Kuzma, Montrezl Harrell, Dennis Schroeder. I'd definitely rather have Schroeder out of the three. Braun or Cat. So, in my opinion, the deal with Cat is I like him in this game, but at the price tag he is, along with being on a back-to-back, scares me for him because he hasn't played very much this season. So, I'd much rather have LeBron in this. I'd rather go LeBron in this matchup. This is a great matchup for him. I can see LeBron basically being with the lights on him, going all out, and basically showing you why he is MVP. So I'd much rather have LeBron than Cat on DK. We just got the line for the Grizzlies, which will start Morant, Bane, Brooks, Anderson, and Valanciunas. So Desmond Bane starting. That is very interesting to me on the Grizzlies with him starting now. So with Bane starting, that's a guy who is now 3,200 in starting. So that's very interesting now. With Bane starting, he's definitely going to be salary relief. So let me go look at my line personally. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to go switch a couple things up. With Desmond Bane starting, I definitely like him as a value play. That changes a lot for me for the Grizzlies starting. I like JoVal easily in this matchup alongside of him. I think JoVal is going to go out there and eat. So I know I'm skipping around a little bit, but the Grizzlies starting line with JoVal, with Desmond Bane starting, that is definitely a piece of the line I want. So, like I said, I'm just going out and switching a couple of things in my main line because that news changed a ton for me. And then we will go back and break down game by game. I still like PJ Washington. And perfect. Okay. So going back to the game by game breakdown. Sorry, I had to go switch my lineups a little bit because Desmond Bane news definitely intrigues me with him starting and getting starter minutes. He's a great prospect in this game. I definitely like me some Desmond Bane. He's been surprisingly good this season, which I'm definitely surprised by that. I mean, he's a rookie that is definitely underrated in my opinion. But anyways, let's go back to the Golden State and Lakers game. So Schroeder, I definitely like me some Dennis Schroeder. If Markieff Morris does start for the Lakers once again, I like me some Morris. Pope, Caruso, THT, not really for him. I might get into much Gasol. James Wiseman's, I don't like the minutes he's playing. I don't like Kevin Looney's minutes. So like I said, this is more of a star-studded game with Draymond Green, with Curry and LeBron James. New York and Detroit. So Trae Young will play, by the way. I just got that update. So he's officially in the game. So that's good news for Trae Young. So that makes me not so much on the Hawks, but we'll get to that game. Kelly O or Robert Williams. Definitely Kelly O. I love me some Kelly O. He's playing aggressive this season. He's playing more aggressive. I know the shooting isn't there, but with Jimmy Butler, that gives basically a whole boost to the Heat team. So I'd rather much go to Kelly O than Robert Williams. I don't trust Robert Williams' minutes. He can definitely just foul line and basically only play 5 minutes. Like I said, New York and Detroit. Julius Randle, he's been amazing this season. I'd definitely like me some Julius Randle, not James Randle. Julius Randle. Looking at Jeremiah Grant, that's a tough price tag for Jeremiah Grant. 7.6. He just has done well. So I'm not really on Jeremiah Grant. Trae Young won't have a minutes limit, so that's definitely good news also for Trae Young. Anyways, Mason Plumley, I'm not getting much Mason Plumley. He's not a bad price tag, I know, but he's going to be in foul trouble going against Julius Randle. DeLon Wright's still out, so that means a little bit more Josh Jackson and Sadiq Bey. So I'm not really on much of these Pistons guys, to be honest with you. I don't like going with the guys playing New York because of that defensive tips. The defense of Tibbs is definitely in check. I mean, he's pretty good with what they're rolling out there. Looking at New York, like I said, D Rose or Quigley, that's a tough one to me, like we answered above. The problem is with D Rose, he's playing on a back-to-back, and the knees are messed up. Do I trust him in this matchup? I do. I like him going against Detroit, but I would not be surprised if he all of a sudden like checks out when playing 20 minutes. CP3 or a Wall, I mean, you're good, man. You can ask as many questions as you want. I'd much rather get to John Wall with Noah Oladipo. The reasoning is I like Chris Paul. I like his floor, and I think he provides you, like I said, a safe floor. But John Wall, with the price tag and with Noah Oladipo, boost him up extremely high. So it's basically going to be him and Gordon. So I'd much rather get to John Wall. But yeah, man, feel free to ask as many questions as you want. That's what I'm here for. Continuing with the Knicks, like I said, Noel, I don't mind him, just not really getting a huge boost. And I forgot to mention, DSJ or Saban Lee, I'm not getting to either guy. I don't like either one. Memphis and Houston, John Wall, like we were saying, perfect timing. I'd love me some John Wall in this matchup. Definitely 8-3 is a good price tag with Noah Oladipo. Joval and Jay Morant, I love both those guys. I think Joval is going to smash in this spot. I think Jay Morant's going to smash in this spot. If I had to pick, though, it would be more so Joval. Looking at Kyle Anderson, Eric Gordon, or Jason Tate, I like me some Eric Gordon. I would not blame y'all if y'all want to stack John Wall and Eric Gordon. That they don't take away from each other. I like them in a back-to-back matchup. Kyle Anderson, not really for me. Jason Tate, Daniel House, David Nwaba, basically whoever starts in place of Oladipo is who I like. That's going to be the value play. And like I said, now with Desmond Bane starting, I love me some Desmond Bane and getting to a ton of him. Atlanta and Miami. So this matchup is a little more tough in my opinion. I don't want Trae Young really. There's not a lot of Hawks I want now with Trae Young in play and playing. So there's not a lot I want in this game on the Hawks side of the ball. I'm just not really feeling Capella going against Bam. I'm not feeling John Collins. I can never get to him. Horder now with Trae Young in play. There's not much I want on this Hawks team. Looking at the Miami Heat side of the ball with no Jimmy Butler now, boost up Bam Adebayo, boost up Tyler Hero, boost up Kendrick Nunn and Dragic. The main guys I do want, though, is Dragic and Bam. I love them, too, in this matchup. And as long as Bam gets around Capella, this is an easy matchup for him. So, hold up. So now with the Celtics, they're starting Walker, Green, Tatum, Tyson, Thompson. Interesting. So let me go fix my showdown now with basically Javonte Green starting. That changes a bunch now. That's definitely a salary saver, in my opinion. That's going to basically boost up a few more guys, in my opinion. That's definitely going to fix a couple things. So give me 2 seconds. And like I said, I will go back and dig into this slate. So looking at this now, Walker, Green, Tatum, Tice, Thompson. Definitely interesting. Like I said, give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm just trying to fix my lineup now for the showdown. Speaking of showdown, while I'm fixing it, let's talk about it. So with Kemba Walker, with Beal, I definitely like me some Kemba Walker at captain. That's definitely the way to go, in my opinion. If you're not going to Westy, if you're not going to Tatum, go Walker at captain. Like I said, I'm talking showdowns. Everybody who's just joined in, I'm talking the Celtics and Washington showdown because I just got news with Javonte Green starting, which is interesting to me, given he's only played like a couple minutes here and there. But it's definitely a guy that is going to switch up my lineups now. With him starting, so hopefully I can get a little closer. Brown, Trey, Val, Wall, Kemba. Yeah. That's definitely – I definitely like me some Joval and LeBron and Kemba. So, like I said, let me just fix this really fast and we'll continue because that news definitely intrigues me now with Javonte Green starting because now I can do whatever I want in this showdown, basically. Anyways, going back after I just fixed that, we're going to go back and talk about the game-by-game breakdown. Like I said, thank you everybody for tuning in so far. I love doing live streams. We still have 15 minutes till lock, so we still have plenty of time breaking down the teams and breaking down the showdowns here and there. So let me go back to the game-by-game breakdown. Where were we? Atlanta and Miami. Now going on to Phoenix and Minnesota. So we have what? Three more games left, including this one. So we're good on time. We still have, like I said, 15 minutes to lock. So we have plenty of time for news and lineups. So anyways, Phoenix and Minnesota. Karl-Anthony Towns definitely in play, but I would be wary of him being a back-to-back and maybe having a minutes limit. So I would worry about his gas tank too. So I'm not really high on Karl-Anthony Towns, even though I do like him a little bit here and there. But in cash, I'm not getting to him. And GBPs, I wouldn't mind sprinkling him in here and there. Devin Booker, Chris Paul, DeAndre Ayton. I love me DeAndre Ayton in this matchup. He's definitely a piece of mind that I don't mind rostering. Chris Paul, I love the floor on him. 7-8 is a great price tag. Devin Booker, how much will they get to Chris Paul? Anthony Edwards, the dunks are there. I mean, he's giving you all the highlight plays, but Anthony Edwards, he's shooting the ball terribly. He has shot the ball so bad that he's shooting so much that it just looks like he's shot well, but he's not. He's shooting the ball so bad. Wonder why they canceled Raptors game tonight because I had Cal. Yeah. So basically, they canceled that game, Deshaun, because of Nick Nurse, I think, having COVID symptoms and being this tracing of the other players. So everybody just basically called it a game, which I had pieces of that game too. So I was pretty upset about the Bulls game being canceled, to be honest with you. I was wanting that game to go on. But either way, we still have a good slate on our hands. I have him on one of my lines going for Collins. Yeah, I mean, Collins is a great price if he can pay it off for you. That's where I'm standing with him. He's a good price if he can definitely play it off for you if he has that upside game. But yeah, talking about Edwards in the Minnesota and Phoenix game. Edwards, like I said, he's dunking the ball. He's getting you the highlight plays. He's getting you the top shot plays. But is he going to get you fantasy points? That's another deal that we have to wonder about. So be careful with Anthony Edwards. But this is a good spot for him. This is a good spot for Ricky Rubio. Looking at Mikel Bridges, Vanderbilt, Crowder, how much will they get to Crowder out of those three? Vanderbilt's playing inconsistent minutes, but he's getting you fantasy production, so just be careful with that. And Dario Saric is the big news for the Suns because of that can be more minutes for Frank Kaminsky. That can be more minutes for Cam Johnson. I love me some Cam Johnson at 3,500. So if he does pick up those minutes, I love me some Cam Johnson. Toronto. We already missed that game. Late night hammer, the 9 o'clock game, Charlotte and the Kings. I know this is everybody's favorite game. Everybody's talking about this game in Discords. Everybody's talking about this game on Twitter and everywhere, Instagram, Clubhouse, everywhere. This is the game of the night. This is going to be the highlight of the night. This is the game that's going to make it or break it for you. The Kings and the Charlotte Hornets game. So LaMelo Ball, 8-8. We talked about him before. So the deal with him is he's a good price on FanDuel. I know on DK it's tough, but he's viable. I know that's scary at 8-8, but I'm definitely going to play him because that ownership is going to be low. So De'Aaron Fox, though, 8-6. I like that price tag too for him. I think this is a great matchup for him. Terry Rozier with no Gordon Hayward. Gordon Hayward's basically not going to play. He's doubtful. So give me all of Terry Rozier. With no Halliburton on the Kings, that means more minutes for Holmes, Barnes, Bagley, Hield. All four of those guys is going to be a key play. So, like I said, there's no limit to the upside of this game. I'm liking all the pieces. There's not one that stands out. I think the last one that stands out to me is Bagley, would be the one I'm just kind of meh on. The rest of them I love. I love me some PJ Washington with no Tyler Zeller. Malik Monk is going to see minutes off the bench. He's going to get you an upside boost. I like me some Mikel Bridges coming off the bench also. So is this a night for Bismack Biyombo? Is it? Because I'm not really on Bismack Biyombo, even though I know his name has been thrown around. I can't do it, but this is the spot to go to if you think he has upside. So this game right here is going to be the key, basically unlocking point for the night. So definitely stay tuned for this game. So we have 10 minutes left, guys. I'm basically just going to wrap it up and tell you all my core picks of the night, which is going to be Kemba Walker. I love me some LeBron James. I love me some of Tatum. I love me some Ball. I love me some John Wall, Terry Rozier, Joe Val, Draymond Green, Jay Morant. Who else? Holmes, Barnes. I like those. I like Tyler Hero. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up this slate for us, guys. Hit the like button for me. Thank you all for tuning into the live stream. We have 10 minutes left to go. I'm going to go fix my lines, and just kind of go from there. If y'all have any more questions, hit me up in Discord or Twitter. And thank you all for tuning into this live stream. Have a good one, everybody.